I sure hope so.
We'll find him. And when we do, there'll be hell to pay.
Hey, Kisara. Have you noticed how Shion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself.
Yeah. She's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help but think there's something else too.
You're wondering if there's anything you can do to help her.
Shion said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Shion's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries? That's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
But how do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
So if Volron is the Lord of the Water Realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
This area's the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Volron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, Volron!
Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
Miss them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? The lonely watery grave is all the better you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, is all just for your own satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the team that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad rambling. I'm here to take you down, Bullrun, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Take this.
You're mine!
Now you see what I can do. Now I'm in the groove.
Raging storm! Freeze blast! Not in your dreams!
Nothing gets by me.
Tempest wall! Searing flame! I'm out of ammo! Firmament render! Mega red! Seven Healing circle!
Ignite! I owe you. I owe you one.
Eat this! Can't get out of this!
Take render!
He just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down. Now! This!
Did we get him?
He's open! I'm on it! Let's go!
Mirage!
Back into the fray! Firmament render! I never miss!
I can carve through armor!
Here's a healing arm!
Orochi's Fury!
First aid!
Orochi's Fury!
No further! Raging
This one's all mine!
How
about some of this?
Here it goes! May a thousand gales tear... Not on my watch! Healing
Take this!
Far enough!
Try harder!
Here.
Watch it! Make we take my judgment!
Orochi's Fury!
Die.
I'll tear you apart! I will dance to the wind! Air thrust! Healing soul! Lunar corruption! Thanks! Just what I tried!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is that it? Here,
I'll smash you!
Radiant Raging Storm! Let's keep planning!
now this is
This
enjoyable.
looks bad! We've got to stop him!
Not today!
Into the shadow!
Freeze.
This one's mine!
Swallow dance!
Here, let me help! Lightning orb! First aid!
That's far enough. In a bind?
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
What's this?
Here goes! Here, let me help! First aid! Here goes! Raging cascade! Lightning! Sleep now!
Now we're not...
I'm all stuffed up!
far enough.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! Hurry to me!
Take this.
Lightning again! Thunderblade! Now...
Eat this!
Magic!
The enemy wields our
You'll soon see about that.
I can carve through armor!
Right here!
All mine!
More for the
Tear you apart!
Take this!
Take this! Easter! What's this?
Saving this one.
Leave the charges to me.
In a vine?
Here, let me help.
Here goes! Not on my watch! Cyan Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Far enough.
This is over.
Armor won't save you! Burn it! What's wrong? I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Serpent knuckle!
Now this is enjoyable.
I'll finish you here and now! Denied!
Take that.
No further!
Take this.
Try harder!
Talon hurricane!
Dragon Pit!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying. Yes.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Enjoy.
Here, let me
Take
help.
aim.
I'll finish you here and now!
Burning strike! Illuminate the dark! Piercing the void! Holy Tremor! Freeze Lantern!
Here, let me help.
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Got him!
It's all over. Vol Run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, outright. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked to rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants!
My turn! Strike! Air
Out of here!
Raging cascade!
Eric!
Here, let me help. Illuminated dark!
Anything in armor is
Illuminated wall!
just getting started.
Orochi's fury!
Healing circle!
Not today!
Glacial field! Piercing eagle!
Take this!
No further!
Far enough! Here, let me help.
Orochi's fury!
First aid!
Try harder! Power!
Ready!
Orochi's fury!
I'm on it.
Reload! I will be warned!
Eric!
Healing circle!
Try harder! Hurricane thrust!
Weapon I'll heal you all!
Lead is fight!
Healing circle!
Unleash
Lunar correction! Raging storm! Eagle annihilation!
You got it! This should do it!
Armor won't save you. Eat this.
Accept your
No further!
Let them mark Eagle down!
What's
Head to the wind!
Leave it
Here!
Dragon It's on!
Where are you going?
Ignite!
Lunar corruption! Lightning orb! Raging cascade! Gemini aqua! Field! I'll heal you all!
Eagle fly.
Healing circle!
Light!
Back in my Glacial spear! Piercing eagle!
Dragon form!
Freeze blend now!
Take this.
Before me!
Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worm! No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down!
Dragon form!
Into the shadows!
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Know your place!
Armor won't save you.
Orochi's fury! This was all mine! Yield before your sovereign! Dragon form! Burn in hell!
I illuminate the dark!
Orochi's
Come
fury!
on! Holy healing circle!
here!
This way!
He's about to attack. Skip. We need to stop him.
Mega ray!
Proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Let the marksman hit!
Orochi's fury!
I never miss!
All good things
Far
come
enough!
to an end.
Try harder!
I'll heal you all!
Now or never.
Talon hurricane! Healing circle!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? You're finished!
Dance! Arch steel!
I shall erase
Dragon
your
form.
war!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Lunar corruption! Here
I'm on
goes!
it. I'll smash you. Now in the groove.
Unleash lightning!
Will this help? Raging
Orochi's
storm!
fury!
I'll fix it up!
Freaking does it.
Recover! Raging storm!
No further!
It's on! Orochi's fury! Burn!
Lunar corruption!
Orochi's fury!
Raging storm! Long ready to go! Quiver blast!
Just getting started.
I will show
Raging
you
freezing
all
storm!
power!
Arch
Orochi's
shield!
fury!
Confiscated!
Crumble!
Hail tornado! Where are you going?
I shall be the ruler of all kings!
Carry it a
Rip it fair.
I will be
Take this! Water,
Now you see what I can do.
I will show you! Eater!
Power storm! Healing circle!
No further!
Orochi's fury! Die already! What is this?
Hey, you okay?
I can still do this! I owe you one.
Healing
Orochi's
circle!
here! Thanks!
Orochi's fury! Light after power of water! Ready to go!
Proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Lunar corruption! Lightning orb!
Dragon form!
Annihilation!
Run!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Xian's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Xian. What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Xian, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
つも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right, got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't! I'm sorry.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust.
No, that's not it. You don't understand.
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's some...
It's just...
In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two.
We better get a move on or else we'll never...
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements. Were either of you aware?
You mean about the Renis Alma?
Same. I had no idea darkness...
What about Shion's maiden power?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too.
Me too. I remember thinking...
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, it may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still...
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time.
Good. At least that's one thing we need...
You can say that again. We have more than a...
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem. I was just about to ask him what that
All right, then. Well,
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have...
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly.
Oh, right. I forgot. So you have your rations, and it's enough food. But there's still something wrong with them.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that.
Do your rations taste...
I don't know.
What's that supposed to...
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how...
Wait, if you're not eating them...
Bringing them into the...
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills. But not everybody is getting them back.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so...
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders.
Hey, remind me, just
What do you mean?
could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing and... We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds... As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they...
You think I don't already know all that? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the Lords...
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we?
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while...
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get them...
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without...
gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well,
Hey,
Pardon me.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just damning from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Volron soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Try harder! Mirage!
Elusive deity!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Where are you going? Confiscated!
Orochi's Fury!
Shining Supernova! Get out of the wind!
Dragon
Feel
Take this!
Orochi's Fury!
Now
to let loose.
Magic is power!
The flame inside is yours to be let free! Burn it out! Wind! Start up!
Do it!
Hurricane Jolie! In an instant! Impact Block!
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act it. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole...
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they're likely...
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among...
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had... I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody...
So, what's going to happen?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up.
So they're alive? They're...
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along, so many people died. Our parents, our children. Why do they get to live after so many of us have... The bastards should die!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't, who paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who are all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan Supreme.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence?
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even... There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on... But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history...
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of... But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we...
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving... others. That's why
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting...
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about it? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do?
Look, you're right. forget
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to...
All right. If that's what you want,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not... Us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people... are made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Huh?
good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you. Sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim. And that mother.
Yeah. I can see... My decision to travel with you was...
What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is... transforming? But into...
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compared...
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the...
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the...
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into a...
oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you 2 not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Harros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask her.
Anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人